Listen, if you are feeling completely alone and you are going through your isolation period right now, I need you guys to stay tuned, okay? I have a great motivational message for you guys, along with some ways in order for you to keep moving your needle forward while you might be going through some dark and pressing times, family, okay? But you already know the deal. First, hit it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin Brown, also known as ExpressedWordz with a Z, and welcome back to Speak It, See It, Feel It, where you can speak your life into existence, you can see it becoming a reality, and you can feel as if it is already done, guys. It is already yours. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a great end of your week, man. Continue to keep pushing that needle forward no matter where you are right now along your path, guys, okay? And listen, before we dive into today's message, I just want to say very quickly, man, that I love you guys to life, man. I truly, truly do. I want to thank you for taking your lives seriously. Thank you guys for showing up. And listen, treat each day like it's your last day, which means you need to go hard, which means you need to continue to pursue, which means you need to keep on keeping on, and you need to press through every single obstacle. And the reason that I wanted to just tell you guys that I love you, man, is because the next 30 minutes, the next hour, tomorrow, it's not promised to us. And earlier this morning, I found out that one of my close childhood friends passed away. He just collapsed. It brought a really, really heavy heart to me this morning, man. I was just in tears all morning long, and I just can't believe the news. I just can't believe the news. And unfortunately, family, you never know what will happen. All right, you never know what will happen. So this leads me right into today's message about isolation, guys. All right, now many of you are going through your spiritual awakening right now. You might be completely new to this, maybe a month in, 3 months in, a year in, 2 years in. It doesn't matter where you are along your journey, but I guarantee you, most of you, if not all of you, or some of you, whatever it may be, are isolating right now. You're feeling alone right now. Now, why is that, Coach Kev? Why have I been pulled away from everything? Like, my entire reality has been completely shattered before my eyes, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. God is taking you through a refinement phase, a refinement process. You guys are like clay, all right? Think about clay. It's broken down, all right? You were completely broken down, and God's got to mold you. He's got to shape you, all right? He's got to fix you up, put you in that furnace, make you get strong and hard so that you can come out and become the best version of yourselves. You guys are like clay that is just waiting to be molded, shaped, and created so that you can get out there in the world and create your best life yet and shine the light that you are supposed to shine in the areas of this world that is extremely dark, that needs your light. Okay, so when you are going through an isolation phase right now, what are some things that I can do to keep moving the needle forward? Because when I'm feeling alone, I'm just feeling so alone. I don't know what to do. I have a million thoughts running through my head. I'm overthinking. I'm overanalyzing. I'm crying. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling sad. And then next thing I know, time has gone by. Now, family, you have to keep yourselves busy when you guys are isolated. Now, family, when you break free from the matrix system and you have been completely unplugged, everything is going to change for you. All right. And when God calls you into isolation because you're no longer supposed to be over there with that group, you're no longer supposed to be in that job because you have a much higher calling, you're no longer supposed to be doing this, you have to pay attention to the signs right now while you are isolating. God is going to send you signs. All right. Pay very close attention because you guys will see the synchronicities. You guys will see the signs as you maneuver out here into the world while you're feeling alone, while you're in your isolation phase. And once you go through your spiritual awakening, you're going to be led to ask a lot of questions, all right? Especially because you're drawing closer to God. Nothing out here resonates with you guys anymore. The people, the family, the friend group, the job, the things that you used to love, the hobbies, a lot of those things simply don't resonate any longer. And now you have a load of questions. And this is when you draw back because you no longer know that you're not supposed to be over there. You guys are just going to feel it, man. All right. I can't even explain to you how it feels. You know how it feels. You are going to feel, I'm not supposed to be over here. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. And before you know it, you're going to be pulled back into the shadows, into your isolation phase so God can talk to you. All right, this is a huge moment for you guys to receive visions, to receive dreams, and to really tap into your intuition. If you did not listen to my story, I'm gonna link it above, all right? You guys go and check that out. I had my spiritual awakening in 2017. It was the end of 2017, and I lost my father in 2018, all right? I went through a dark night of the soul through the majority of 2018, all through the beginning, man, literally just watching my father pass away. I mean, it was extremely hard, right? And I've had some very, very traumatic experiences behind that. But all through that also, even after 2018, 2020, I lost both of my grandparents within 42 days of each other, right? Then we lost more people in our family, right? And I told you about the friend that I just lost this morning. Right? You guys are going through traumatic experiences. You guys are losing people. God is shedding you. The old version of you is shedding away. A new version of you is becoming born. That's why many of you guys are isolating, because you no longer are supposed to be. Remember, you're not of the world, chosen ones. You're just in it. You're not of the world. That's why all the things that you used to do, all right, and why you can see now, it doesn't resonate with you anymore, all right? It's not in alignment. All right, the new version of you is not in alignment with the old version of you anymore. Now, I tell you that story to tell you this. When I was going through the trauma of seeing what my father was dealing with, family, all right, I slowly began to realize that, hey, I'm not supposed to be working at this job. All right, I was slowly not hanging out with friends anymore. I was in my isolation phase. All right, I would go home after work, man, and I would just like stay in the house. All right. And I just had a million thoughts running through my head. Why am I going through this? What is happening? What is really happening in my lives? Just like I mentioned to you guys in the beginning of the video. But listen, in the middle of the night, this happened in 2019. This was after 2018, after my father passed. But this happened on July 4th of 2019 is when I heard the two words, well, more than two words, obviously, but I heard life coach and YouTube. Life coach and YouTube, life coach and YouTube. When God takes you away from the world and you're supposed to be doing something because you have a much higher calling and you're asking those questions, all right, the answers are going to be sent to you. This is why you have to pay attention. This is why they want you distracted out here in the world. All right, this is why they don't want you communicating with other people. They don't want you to learn. They don't want anything, family. This is why the enemy will do everything to steal, kill, and destroy, and to rob you of your joy and your peace and your happiness, and so that you don't find your purpose. Okay, don't let that be you in your isolation phase. Use this time right now to stay busy. Right now, going back to what I was mentioning about becoming a life coach, YouTube, kind of hearing that. I had so much drive. I had so much fuel inside of me to be obedient and just go in that direction. Okay, so many people, right? Many are called, but few are chosen. Many people are not obedient. They don't go in the direction that God is calling them to go because they're afraid of what is on the other side of the door that they cannot see. You have to take a risk in life, and before you know it, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Now, Coach Kev, how can we stay busy during this isolation phase? What are we supposed to be doing? All right. I always tell you guys to go back and tap into your talents. All right. This is my TPP method. All right. Talents, passions, purpose. All right, family, what are your talents? Okay, because what you're talented at, you will be passionate about. All right, if you are talented at something and you're always doing it and you love to do it just because, all right, that's passion. You're passionate about something, but you're also good at it. Take that and turn it all around. Lean on all of those things while you're in your isolation phase in order to create. Remember, you have to isolate in order to create. When I was in my isolation phase, one of my passions and one of my talents is to write. All right, now I have been writing since I was a child, right? I've been writing for a very, very, very long time. But what I did was that my father's passing really fueled me. It fueled me to get my work out there. So when I was in my isolation phase, all I did was write. All I did was work on my craft. Okay, I was putting the emotions of what I was going through into my work, onto paper. And guess what, family? It turned into a book. And now you guys are reading it. And I am so humble. I am so blessed. I am so grateful because I put my time, my effort, my energy, my blood, my sweat, my tears, my emotions, the late nights into that. All right, because I was in my isolation phase and God told me to work on my craft. I prayed over and over and over again, day and night, man, trying to get a better understanding of what I was going through in my life. But I just kept going back to write. I just kept going back to research YouTube and life coach. I was being driven in another direction. I was already being broken down from losing my father. I was already being broken down from that pain, from that hurt. And guess what? God had to mold and shape and create me so that I can become the best version of myself. Now, if I went back in time and if my father was still living right now, if I could go back and save him, would you guys know who I am right now? Would I even be out here on YouTube right now? Probably not. I'd probably still be in that miserable 9-to-5 job I was working. I'd probably still be doing the same thing. Maybe, who knows? Or at another different job, who knows? But there's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I need you guys to ask yourselves that question. When you are going through something right now in your lives and you feel like you're stuck, you feel like nothing's working out, you feel like people are being evil and mean to you, you're isolated, all right? You're going back into the shadows. God is calling you to go back. Lean on your talents and your passions and things that you love to do and keep yourselves busy. These are some amazing tips that you guys can take with you during your isolation phase and implement them into your lives. Because I want you to be completely honest with yourselves. Before you had your spiritual awakening, now this isn't for everybody, but many of you guys have had some things that you want to complete, or you have things that you're very talented at and you want to, put it out here into the world, but you completely got distracted. You know what? People discouraged you and you never picked it back up. You stopped doing it. You put your talents in the closet. Here's your confirmation right now. Okay, if you're going through a spiritual awakening, God is calling you into isolation. You have to isolate in order to create. Go into that closet and pull those talents out and start working on it. Okay, go back to your childhood if you have to. Remember all the things that used to spark you guys, man. What are you fueled with? Okay, because when you're in your isolation phase, God is saying, I need you to have that childlike moment. I need that inner child for you to come out so that you can start creating your best life. Chosen ones, you guys are extremely talented. We're going to talk about that in another video. We're going to talk about that a little further. All right. You guys are extremely talented and you are blessed with a plethora of talents. You just got to tap into them. You just got to realize what you have, but you also need to try new things, which is very, very, very important because you have hidden talents that you didn't even know about. And once you receive some type of synchronicity, once you receive that little nudge that's telling you to go in that direction, this is where you need to pay attention because there's a hidden talent that might be over there. And guess what? Your isolation phase, family, all right, is extremely powerful. It is extremely powerful right now because you're going to find out so much about yourselves. You're going to find out so much about the world. You're going to find out so much about the people that you used to run with. You're going to find out a lot of information, right? Not that you're going out like stalking or seeking people or anything like that, but just because you're going through self-reflection, you're going to go back on past experiences and past things that you went through, and you're going to start to realize, hey, I made the wrong decision over here, but it's okay. I learned from my mistake because now I know if that was to happen again, I'm not going to let that actually happen again because I learned from the mistake. Your isolation period is golden, my family. It is extremely golden. Tap into your talents, tap into your passions, step foot into your purpose, guys. All right. Now, I don't know who needed to hear this message today, but I hope this video resonated with you guys. Actually, somebody dropped a comment that said, Coach Kev, could you please do a video about isolation and how we can maneuver, pretty much through it. And so shout out to you that dropped that comment, man. This video is for you and for the rest of the community as well. So listen, you guys have a wonderful Friday. You guys have a great weekend ahead. Don't forget to work on yourselves. Tap into your inner child so that you can become the best version of yourselves. And if you guys want to talk, man, you already know the deal. Come on over to the website, www.speakitseeitfeelit.com. I would love to hold a conversation with you guys, man. And don't forget, it's fall time, guys, all right? It's starting to get cold out. So head on over to the Speak It, See It, Feel It merch shop or the ExpressedWordz shop. All links will be down below in the description, and check out the motivational gear today, family, all right? And also, if you guys would love to check out my book, Poetry Is Me, it's going to pop up over here on your screen. It's on barnesandnoble.com, booksamillion.com, amazon.com. You guys can find it on a lot of online retailers. You will not be disappointed. Like I mentioned in the video, man, this is my passion. Besides motivating you guys and helping you guys out, being a motivational speaker and anything like that, but I love to write. It is definitely one of my talents and one of my passions, and I'm always tapping into it, guys. Okay, so you guys have a great weekend ahead. I love you to life. Don't forget to turn on your bell notifications for more videos to come, and until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.